Ghost Town isn't a map known for huge scouting games. However, it doesn't mean that you can't have huge games just like this if you play it right. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a position that I've been enjoying a lot of, along with some other tips and analysis of my good and bad plays so that you can have better scouting games on this map. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be showing you a replay that I had in my Senlac on Ghost Town. Now this is the second time that I'll be featuring the Senlac, not because I think this tank is the tank you should be playing, but because it shows you that a good position can absolutely make any tank lethal. And this is what the D9 position does. If you get to it early, you're going to have lanes of fire on any tank that is stupid enough to not cross into the zero line the correct way. And that is what you're seeing with the opposing enemy light tank here. Now, I also like this position for several other reasons. The first of which is because you are on this elevated ground here. If you do end up getting spotted, you're actually able to back up behind it and get some relative cover. But since you should be sitting in this bush statically anyways, you should be able to outspot any of the enemy light tanks coming up the bush line to my right, because if they're moving, your CVS will pick them up before they get to proxy spot you. And now returning to the action, we see we spot the T832, and that is because we have 530 V range on this thing. Now, while you will be able to pull this off with tanks that have less than that, the reason why you're able to do this is because you have this wide open lane. Other positions, such as the bushes on zero line, I'm not a huge fan of, just because, yeah, but this poor guy, just because it's so susceptible to blind fires, and you just will get melted like this. And I hope that the enemy light tank that's about to die here reiterates that point. But now that my team has actually eliminated the light tank, it is time to move in. But a really important thing to do is to actually read the team lineup on the enemy team. So one of the things that I did incorrectly along with knocking the trees is not checking whether the Bourasque was spotted. This could be really crucial, and I do end up wising up because I realized that I might not be alone here, and actually the SMV blind fires to check if I'm here. So I need a backup, so if the Bourasque is in the bush line in the upcoming bushes, I can actually get away and take less damage because I'm able to strafe around and zigzag. And that's really important in your light tanks because the longer you stay alive, the longer you're useful, and the more end game damage you're going to be able to farm. And in this case, it's going to end up being end game spotting because there is a lot of it, and the starting position really just helped me clear out the light tank that allowed me to do this. Now, you're seeing that the CVS is working its wonders right here because that 704 didn't even fire before I spotted him. And you're gonna see me pinging him like crazy because I'm hoping that my friends behind me are gonna light him up. And there we get one hit in, but I think they were preoccupied with M3Y. The Foch 155 is spotted up, and so is my gun for some reason. I'm not sure why I did that, but anyways, we're gonna be racking up some spotting damage here. And in the meantime, I wanted to tell you that there is a mirror position to the starting position I was at on this opposite side right next to me. I can't speak to its effectiveness because I haven't played it enough, but I did want to mention that that bush exists, and it is a mirror position. So we're taking in some spotting right here. We're splitting it a little bit with the medium tank off to my left, which is unfortunate because I really wish I was getting all of this here. But at this point, we just have to be patient, and I'm thinking possibly, do I want to finish off the 704? I just got to be patient. It eventually does get blind fired, and it's time to move in. I saw the Foch 155 backing up, so I think he's behind the rock, and it's time to move in. Now, you're going to see the T44 here. He has the big gun. I find that really funny. People who play with that gun, good for them at tier A. I don't know how they do it. It's a challenge. But he ends up spotting the Foch 155, either with his view range or proximity. And I'm kind of wanting some of that assistance, so you're going to see me make a risky play here, and I'm like, okay, I'm spotting him. Now, at this point, I'm getting some of that, but he starts, and I was like, oh crap, no, T44, don't do it. Perfectly fine. And at this point, we need to start making our way towards the town and towards the hilltop, where there's going to be a lot of camping TDs. Now, I start to go up to the right, which is what I should have done, and instead I do this really stupid thing, and I go over the hill, and this is exactly how you lose HP. So do not do as I do. I'm very fortunate to have not died here. To TDs, but also to this artillery who just fluffs his shot because he definitely could have aimed and definitely could have one-shotted me. And mistake number 2 right here is poking above the ridge because I was thinking, no, they won't be seeing me. I could have lost all my HP to the gorilla. So just if you're having a good game, don't get too excited. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself that time you need to make the right plays. In this case, I was like, whoa, I'm on like 5k spotting. Like, I I gotta get as much as possible. And I think I was feeling that because of the Foch 155 and how I was splitting it. But at this point, we're taking a look at these two in the camping position right over here. The low nearly blind fires me. It would be my suggestion to actually go off to the right of the bush, not where I am, just a little bit, like 1 tank space away. And that's a much less common place to blind fire. Let's see, we're racking up the damage. The low is about to be melted here, I think. And I'm thinking, do I want to take a shot? I'm just being patient because I know there's some tanks in the city who are going to be able to get him. And sure enough, we're up to 6k. We're getting that juicy assistance. Misses a shot. That's okay. It's to be expected with a T-44. But now we're up to 6.4k. It's time to move in a little bit more. And at this point, it is just cleanup. We have 3 tanks left, the Kari, Bourasque, and Concept 5. The Kari is getting obliterated, and he's going to be dead in the next couple seconds here. But we still have the Bourasque, which we light up right here, along with the Concept 5. Now, I'm going to be getting a little bit of spotting. Yep, right there. Get 364, which is really nice. And you're going to see me make a little bit of a mistake here once again. I am getting a little bit too confident with how much this tank weighs, and I load the 8 sheet, which is the correct play since that thing is paper, but I don't end up penning that, and because I ram him, I actually ram him out into the open for where my team shoots him, so that means I don't get less damage, so that's alright. But anyways, the game's over. We got 7.7k combined, and there is no end screen for this one, but I did want to say that if you guys enjoyed this little clip of me playing and teaching a little bit, I also have another video on the map, Fisherman's Bay, where I go over how to break the camp, because that is an exceptionally campy map that is really hard to create movement in. But with 1 bush on the south side, I show you how to actually create movement and how to get a lot of spotting so you can help your team move along with the battle. So I hope you guys check that out. It'll be right here on the screen for you guys to see. And as always, leave a like on this video if you found it helpful. It helps me push it out to more people. And I'm going to be also uploading weekly with topics like this and some other discussion topics. So stay tuned for that. I hope to see you then. Have a good one. Peace.